Hi guys, welcome to the channel of New Games. Today I played the German National Championship and I made it to the top 64 with Altergeist. So I made a poll on Zodiac Duelist to decide which deck to play, and I picked the deck with the least amount of votes, just because I always want to pick the underdog. So yeah, I had all 4 decks built. This is my Altergeist. I have been playing it at regionals since Dane has been released. Yes, so I played at 2 regionals and I made 9th place and topped the other one. So yeah, let's start. The monster lineup is very basic: 3 Multifaker, 3 Marionetta, 3 Meloseek, 2 Silkwoodis and 1 Kunkuriri. There's nothing to explain here, you have to play all of them and they're all really standard, so let's just skip this part. Then I'm playing 6 hand traps because against Orcust and Salamangreat, their boards are not that broken, but still they summon stuff that can pop all your back row in your end phase. Like they get Rage or they get to Dingears too, and you want to prevent that. So I'm playing 6 hand traps, including the 9 hand traps, including the impermanence. So I just decided to play DD Crow over Vader because this is something that banishes the resource forever. Like if you're playing against Foxy, you want to have it gone forever because every time, every turn it can pop a new back row, and you just want to have it gone. Same with Dingears 2, because you can draw this one as your 6th card and banish Dingears 2 on your turn, so they can't pop your back row, which is really good. And also in the grind game against stuff like Jaguar, if they don't have a Jaguar in their deck anymore, they can't win against Altergeist. And because I'm playing that many monsters, 1-for-1 suddenly becomes consistent, and this is one of the best cards you could play in Altergeist because Meloseek is your best main deck monster. But if you don't play a lot of hand traps, like if you only played the 3 Ash, this wouldn't be consistent enough. And in fact I bricked once with this card because I didn't have any monsters. But I think with 6 hand traps in the main deck, this should be mained as well. So, of course I'm playing 3 Extravagance. Like in this format, the extra deck building is really hard with this deck, and you have to be careful. All your ratios have to be thought of. And yeah, I go to the extra deck and explain every single card with Extravagance. 3 Spoofing, 2 Protocol and 1 Manifestation is absolutely standard. I wouldn't cut Spoofing to 2 because you need the consistency going first, but you could. I almost always sided out 1 Spoofing going second. Then 1 Imperial Order. This card is absolutely insane against every deck going first, and going second is still decent against most decks because they still have their field spells, they still have their circles and stuff. Then 2 Compulse and 3 Crackdown. So for this event I decided not to play any Floodgates in my main deck, but just play reactive traps that I can activate at any point in the game. I can use this in the battle phase, I can use it immediately on their turn to bounce back the wolf, I can do it whenever I want. And a lot of counter traps in this format depend on having a monster like Rage, Roar and Crescendo. So if you bounce the monster with this or take it with Crackdown, you basically pick a negate. And same against Pendulum, like if you go second against Pendulum, these just help to break the board, even if you draw no hand traps. And the last trap card, I'm only playing Solemn Strike, no Solemn Judgment or Warning, because this one can also negate hand traps and grave effects, which Solemn Judgment and Solemn Warning can't. So, going to the extra deck, I played 2 copies of Link Rebo. So, Link Rebo isn't as important anymore in this meta game because of Phantasme. If you have Meloseek and you have another way to play, you don't summon Link Rebo because you want to play Orange Phantasme game 1. After game 1, when they side Phantasme out, you can just summon Link Rebo, but Phantasme is really hard to out in this deck because they can negate your Crackdowns and your Compulse. So if you don't have Protocol, you shouldn't play into Phantasme. Then I'm playing 3 Hexia. This is probably the best extra deck card in this deck. You make it almost every game, but even if you banish all 3 copies, it's not that impactful except against Skystriker. Against Skystriker you absolutely need Hexia. I'm also playing 1 Prime Banshee. I didn't play this at any point before, I think, but right now it's really important because you can link climb really well with this deck, and if you have exactly 4 monsters, you go into Hexia, Hexia into Urban-Chi into Topologic Bomber Dragon, and you can add 1 card with this, 1 card with this, and you have your full setup. You have Topologic Bomber Dragon with Manifestation Protocol Faker in hand, and that's just game. I'm playing 1 Dingirsu and 2 Heater for Crackdown, so at the start of the format I decided which card I should have used more, Super Poly or Crackdown, and I think Crackdown is the better card in this deck. Especially with Heater, like if you steal any monster from Salamangreat, you go into Heater because you don't want to leave Crackdown on the field because of Foxy. Because they can pop it and get their monster back, but if you link it away, Crackdown is gone, and with Heater you summon back their Sunlight Wolf, and then Sunlight Wolf and Heater go into Topologic Bomber Dragon, which is almost game every time against Salamangreat. And same with Dingirsu. If you can't go into the Bolster Dragon, you go into Dingirsu and just apply pressure. You also make Heater a lot with Hexia, so this is fire as well, and instead of linking into a generic Link 3 like Unicorn or Triple Burst Ring, which don't do anything in most matchups, you just link into Heater, get the Surge effect of Hexia, and have more plays for your next turn. Then I'm playing 1 Phoenix and 1 Heatleo as back row removal. Heatleo is really nice with Heater against Salamangreat and also against Skystriker, because you take the Kagari or any fire monster from Salamangreat, and then you shuffle away Multi-Roll or Will of Salamangreat, which can be really hard to out if you don't play Heatleo. And then I'm playing 2 of each Link 4, Bomber Dragon and Broadsword. So usually Broadsword is summoned a lot, but in this tournament I never summoned Broadsword, but summoned Bomber Dragon like 5 or 6 times. Because this is how you win against Orcust, against Salamangreat. After a certain point in the game you can just summon this and they have no way to out it or to come back. So, yeah. Side deck. I was really satisfied with my side deck, as for an exception. Like usually I really hate my side deck at tournaments, but this time around was really good. 3 Pancratops and 3 evenly matched mainly for going second. I side them in against Orcust, Salamangreat, against everything. Like if you draw any combination of evenly matched Pancratops or Meloseek, you can usually pick their boards apart, and next turn you can stop their plays as well and slowly grind it out. I'm still playing Secret Village of the Spellcasters. Like 1 year after Skystriker's release, it's suddenly still tier 1. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, you have to play it. I also decided this in going first against Salamangreat and Orcust because they play a lot of spell cards. And then I wanted some cards for going first. Solemn Judgment and 2 Called by the Grave. I think Called by the Grave is really decent because you can negate hand traps, so it makes your own deck more consistent, but it also acts as a chainable trap against Salamangreat and Orcust, and it counteracts Red Reboot. So if you get Red Rebooted but still have this as a trap card, you can stop the OTK, and next turn you have everything because Red Reboot is a -1, like -2. And last but 3 Heavy Stormbuster against Skystriker and other back row decks. So that's it. Yeah, I'm quite sad that I couldn't make the back-to-back national champion, but I still topped, even though it's top 64 and the prices are like win a mat and win a pack of sleeves. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed.